Hey folks, I'm back. Today I want to talk to you guys about psychology. Yes, that's right, people. I want to bring something to your attention. And do you know what that is? It's this. Each and every one of us out there are psychologists by natural psychologists, sorry. Let me tell you why. Because if you're human and you interact, you're naturally going to psychologize one another, whether you realize it or not, whether it may be on a conscious level or subconscious level. The difference between each and every one of us out there is our experiences, is our insights, and our exposures to life, what we've been through, our background. And some have different levels of awareness, more experience than others. It depends on what you've been through. Again, your background is a governing and determining factor of your level of awareness. Now, let me tell you something about psychologists. They spend far too long watching others, but they forget themselves. Only a very, very experienced psychologist learn from others, but really psychologize their own selves. What I mean by this is they work on their weaknesses. They discover more about themselves each and every day. Whatever moment and situation they're in, whatever unfolds in front of them, they're always learning something new about themselves. For example, how they respond, how they react, their triggers, and also learning from others. Rather than saying and having an opinion of people out there, have an opinion of yourself. Make people reminders of who you are. Sometimes in life, not sometimes, sorry. People are constant reminders, reflections of who you are, who you were, or they're warnings, they're signals of who you can be, of who you are at the current stage and moment. I think I've just said that, but I'm going to reiterate my point. So, what I mean to say is this, people. People are mirrors of one another. They mirror each other's words, actions, the way you carry yourself, the way you conduct yourself towards an individual. They're going to mirror that back right at you. And that's telling something about yourself. For instance, I'll give you another example. If you're in a relationship with your nearest, they're likely to mirror your behavior. If you're coming across in a negative way, they're going to mirror negativity back towards you. And that tells you something about yourself. Life is about you learning more and more about yourself. The ultimate psychologist is the one who learns about himself or herself, discovers their own weaknesses and turns them into strengths. That's what psychology is about. The second stage is, after you've understood yourself, first and foremost, is understanding others. Now, what people tend to do that I have found in my experience of life is they're really quick to give a synopsis, an analysis of each and every one of us out there. But they forget themselves. They're so oblivious about who they are and their own weaknesses. But it's not about that, people. First and foremost, it's about who you are as a person. You're evolving each and every day through encounters, moments, experiences, and exposures to tell you who you are so you can fix up. Life is always about developing yourself. You may be good at analyzing people, but how good are you at analyzing yourself? Be critical on yourself. Look at yourself from a third person. Then you will really discover who you really are, what you're capable of, and what you're about. Because you will find so many faults in you. You'll find so many weaknesses that you have. Because what we tend to do sometimes is when we have so many weaknesses, to make ourselves feel better, we psychologize so many people out there and point out their weaknesses, which makes us feel good. But actually, it doesn't help us because it doesn't make us that much more effective or better as a person. Whilst if you were to do the opposite, study who you are, psychologize yourself, you're able to empower, learn, develop, and grow and move forwards. That is what it's about, people. You may be watching this video, you may be psychologizing me, having your own opinion of me. But at the end of the day, what opinion do you have of yourself? Are you able to analyze and look at yourself in the mirror? Because the mirror don't lie. And what I mean by this is, yes, you have different mirrors telling you, showing you different things about yourself, but maybe they're showing you different areas of yourself. That's what it's about, people. One mirror might lie to you because there might be too much lighting. And you see yourself, you might look bigger, and in a different mirror that you might look smaller. Well, what's that about? Well, let me tell you something. You can take something on board. You can always find a weakness in yourself. Or some people will point it out to you. So therefore, it boils down to you to work on your own weaknesses. If you don't know your own weaknesses, then people will bring it to your attention. And if people don't bring it to your attention, your scenario or situation will bring it to your attention, because it will humble you. And if you take the lesson, the learnings of being humbled, then you will grow. But if you don't, if you go about your way and be arrogant, then you look down upon others, and one day you will fall really, really hard, flat back on your back and your feet, and you won't be able to get back up. So, that is my perspective, that is my insight for today, people. I thought I might bring that to your attention. Listen, at the end of the day, it's all about fixing up who you are so you can become more stronger and move forwards in life. And then the next stage is to help inspire and empower others out there, especially your nearest dearest first and foremost, which is your spouse, which is your family members. Those are the people to work on. So people, that is my rant for today. Until then, take care, stay strong, stay focused, and always live to learn to empower and inspire the lives of many as well as yourself. Bye for now.